Hello, how are you? This is the Parenting Business Connections group, and I'm Claire Louise Owen. Lovely to meet you all. I am your sober coach reporting for duty. I'm on a mission to rebrand sober life. So, are you and your loved ones taking part in Dry January? Maybe you're struggling. Are you needing more motivation than you're feeling right now? You see, many women think they lack willpower, but I think they just need more time with me. So I'm here because I'm here to try and jolly you up and see if you're struggling, right? We're nearly at the midway point. What is it, day 11? Have you crumbled? It's what you do when you, like the day after, that's what makes the difference, isn't it? Because so many people get stuck with thinking this is pass or fail, right? Well, my way is a bit different. So if you're serious about this for longer than just Dry January, I want to introduce you to my system, okay? So I worked hard to share with my clients the journey that I went on so that I hope you can hear me, just in case you can't hear us. Yes, I tried hard to create this to share with my clients the journey that I went on. Now, this is so interesting because if you can be really open-minded, you'll be able to see that you can apply these stages to various different areas of your life, maybe even in your business, okay? So I started off stuck like Susie, right? I didn't know that removing the alcohol would kind of help me with all the other areas of my life. I thought because I was having problems in the areas of my life, like I was fed up with my business and my relationship wasn't what I wanted it to be. To be honest, I was worried about my health as well. Deep down, if I had allowed myself the time to stop and really process what was keeping me up at night, it was my health. And I was coming up to the age where I was when I lost my dad. My dad was only 45 when we lost him, and I always knew that was young, but as I was approaching my 45th birthday, it started to feel even younger. So there was a few nudges coming at me when I was stuck like Susie. And what happened was an old friend came back in my life, and she had struggled with alcohol and our relationship had broken down, and I didn't know which way round that had happened. I couldn't fathom it out at first. I wasn't sure whether she was drinking and relying on that because our relationship had broke down, or the other way around, right? So I spent more time with her, and it took me a while to figure it out, but what I did learn from observing was that I was drinking more than her. And because I was watching this now, I was suddenly aware, and I was questioning when I was drinking and why I was drinking, and I really started to try and cut down. And when I say try and cut down, what I mean is I didn't really have a plan. I used to try to cut down and not try very hard, and it never worked, and I used to feel bad. And it was the self-loathing at that point that really started to affect my mental health and make me question, was this actually fun? Was it fun I was having? Or was I heading towards like a drink problem like what my friend was? There's various different levels here, and there was quite a lot going on for me, and I sat here for a while to figure this out. And then I got to a point where I saw someone online. It was a fad diet had failed, right? I had tried loads of different things to lose weight. And I came across a fitness instructor who had stopped drinking for a year. She'd given up for 12 months, right? So it wasn't like she'd given up forever. She stopped for 12 months, and it had turned her life around. I couldn't believe it. It was like every problem that she said, all of these pains that she was feeling, like she was worried about her future, she was worried about all these different things. And when she stopped drinking, suddenly none of it seemed to be an issue anymore. And I thought, as soon as I heard that, I thought, well, if I can stop for a while to give myself some space to, have the energy and the clarity and the decision making and the time, to see if life would improve, and if I could do that, You know, so when I stopped, it was never going to be forever. I didn't even believe or know that I could do it, you know. If you're feeling like that, that's exactly where I was. But once I started engaging in sober life and trying different things with my time and recognizing getting up on a Saturday morning and having the whole day ahead of me, and it was a different way of living. It was the benefits I was getting that I was starting to get addicted to feeling good. And instead of feeling I was missing out because I didn't have that glass of wine, I was excited about the next month and how much better I was going to feel. And it wasn't always easy, and I did come up against other people who didn't really understand why I had this different vision for myself. I just wanted different. I wanted something more. And I knew that the business that I was in wasn't lighting me up, but I didn't have the time or the energy or the clarity or the focus or the decision making skills to do anything about it. So instead, I would complain and I would have a bottle of wine. And that's why I stayed stuck for too long. And it wasn't until I got here, and trust me, the beginning bit is hard. The first few days is the hardest. The bigger the number, the easier it gets, the further you get along into this. And of course, you meet new people who are looking at life in a different way, and you just start feeling attracted to that. And before long, you become rebalanced like Riley, and you look at things completely differently, and the problems that you might have thought were a problem here, you know, the opportunities for you to make changes, and that discontent is giving you the nudge to say, right, let's deal with this. What can we change? What do we need to put in place so that this doesn't keep coming up for me? And this is my program. These are the chapters of my book. This is the story in the area that I went through. And at each stage to get from here to here, I've developed an activity for my ladies to move them forward. So here it's about recognizing it's not your fault. You know, this is working on your limiting beliefs. And on it goes throughout the whole process, and it's really individual. The journey is so individual to each lady because it depends how important this is to you. If I get you to start thinking about all the areas of your life that would improve if you had more time and more focus and more energy, it's no longer about, you know, do I have to stop? Am I bad enough to quit? It's more about thinking, what have you got to gain? What could you possibly do and achieve and have with all that additional, you know, focus and confidence? Because it will increase your confidence as you go on, and you start to create a life that you love. By choosing differently, you can choose again. So that's my business. If anybody's interested in learning about the process, maybe the background story of how I pulled that together, maybe you're interested in, you know, the concept, or it might be for you. If you have a group, I'd be really keen to come in and share my story and inspire any of your members. If you have a membership, I'd love to be part of you know, that whole idea of personal development and improving on your skills. And what I did after seeing that in my friend, I volunteered at a recovery centre, and from that inspired me then to move into life coaching. So it's about giving somebody that spark of inspiration and helping them see a completely different vision of their future. I'm really excited about it. I'm very passionate about it. I'm working really hard on it. So please help me with my mission to support 10,000 women to change their relationship with alcohol. Thank you for listening. Bye from me.